No! What the?
Holy smokes, it's snowing again.
Oh my gosh! I told Peter if it snows again, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna go cry now. Oh man, winter! What the heck? A lot of people say they would want to work for me and that they would even do it for free, but is it really that great? Teppo, what's it like working for me? Teppo, what do you think young us would feel like if we had all of this gear?
This alone. I would die for this thing back. I would give an arm and a leg.
I remember when I bought this is the C300 Mark II, it cost twice my car cost at the time. And I remember pulling that out of the box and I was just thinking, this is gonna change my life completely.
And now, it just sits on the shelf.
now it's an expensive ornament. Does anybody actually maybe want to buy this? Oh, well, actually, we're kind of using it for the podcast, so it's getting a little bit of use.
Very glorified podcast camera.
This, Peter C200, and this. These are our podcast cameras. Just, you know, the basics.
That's probably the most expensive podcast gear setup I've ever seen. You should have breakdown that for a video.
Yeah, podcast setup. If you guys haven't been watching or listening, we have the Matti and Pete show going again. And Creator Coin, my other podcast. Apparently this YouTube thing is still one of the most sought after jobs by the youngsters. And I'm a firm believer that it's just gonna keep growing. YouTubers and content creators and people building their own individual brands. It's just gonna keep going. And that means that more and more people are gonna be going from the traditional filmmaking creative industries like ad agencies and production companies and shifting over to this YouTube world, whether it's people like Tyler producing and managing for me, or editor Matt used to edit for me, or my brother who's editing, filming, being in my videos, taking photos, literally everything.
Some might call me the jack of all trades.
So, I'm curious, is working for a YouTuber just as good or maybe better than actually being a YouTuber?
Those things are gonna be the end of you, I swear. That was smooth.
That was good. Okay, so it's been 3 months now that you've been working for me. People are absolutely raving about it, loving it. I'm pretty sure they like you more than they like me. Now you're gonna have to stay forever. The pressure's on you guys to get him to stay forever.
Oh man.
But the question is, what has it been like working for me, working for a YouTuber?
I gotta say, it's been pretty dang nice.
Pretty dang nice. That's like a Finnish person answer right there. Okay, give me the absolute best thing so far. What's the best part?
The feeling of waking up in the morning and not stressing about really anything because I'm not the captain of the ship.
I'm the captain.
Yeah, he's the captain. I come in the morning and I come as the aye captain, let's go.
This is what we're doing today.
So it's hard work, but I don't feel much pressure, to be honest.
The worst part about working for a YouTuber.
Is there really any bad things? I don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Sometimes editing for many hours straight can get tiring on the body, you know.
The shoulders are hurting a little bit.
I'm probably not the healthiest lifestyle at the moment, but the Red Bull fridge is bad. There's not too many bad things, to be honest. Am I supposed to come up with bad things? 'Cause I don't. There is no.
That's fair. That's fair. I was curious. Okay, here's a question. How has it been different from working in the past? If you guys didn't know, we used to run a wedding photography, videography business together. We used to shoot corporate videos, all this other stuff. What is this like compared to that?
This is almost more fun.
This is more. I think so too. This is more
because
fun.
Back in the day, we hustled hard. We were shooting these. I mean, we can work hard now too, but it was different. We go to a wedding and do like 14-hour days, and we're standing at the bathroom. There's no table. We're just standing there like this.
Literally, they would be eating their fancy meals in this like beautiful area, and we'd be sitting beside the bathrooms, eating on chair, like not even tables, on a chair, trying to eat our little dinky, not even the same food that they get.
It wasn't always like that, but sometimes
some people.
We learned quickly to add in the contract.
We no longer slave for other people.
Yeah.
We slave for ourselves now.
Yeah.
We're slaves.
Yeah. I guess it just feels like back in the high school days, making rollerblading videos and doing that kind of fun. Now we just make YouTube videos.
We literally laugh all the time. We're like, what? How are we getting paid?
We're living our high school days all over again.
It's like we're making those silly high school videos, except now we have better camera gear and we get paid to do it somehow.
And maybe we have some wisdom to share.
Maybe we're a little bit better at
We've grown up a little bit, I think.
We got a little bit more outlook on life. How does this, Teppo also has his own YouTube channel. He's got a really good thing going. He hasn't been posting quite as much because we've been trying to figure out how to do everything. Plus he's working full time for me right now. So like, we're trying to figure things out. How does this differ from doing your own channel?
Not much. I guess the difference, I said to Matti the other day, that the difference in feeling right now is I feel like I'm not the boss. So it's like you kind of have to give up your own thing in a way to support someone else. But at the same time, if you choose the attitude, this is our thing, that we're like working together, it's a lot better. Whereas you could easily fall in this mindset thinking like, oh man, I'm working for Matti, I'm making his thing better and my thing's just going down. But I'm seeing this as like a learning year. I've learned so much in 2 months of working with Matti when it comes to editing.
3 months.
3 months now.
It's all a blur. It's so fast.
This time is going by, but I've learned so much more about editing. I'm a faster editor now, storytelling, the business side, thinking a bit bigger. Sometimes living in a small town in Finland, you start thinking a little bit smaller. So yeah, challenges, but good things at the same time.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. When you treat this like you're a part of it, it changes the way you think about it. It's not just like, oh, I'm just doing this for him. It's I've said this 100 times before on this channel, what benefits me benefits you, what benefits you benefits me.
Yep.
If more people just had that mentality, oh man, they would have so much more success in life and just enjoy life way more.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it's a lot more enjoyable doing YouTube together than on my own, because in Finland, I'm just on my own. It's like, gotta go out and film my own. Now it's like, let's go film together and do something while we're doing that and having fun. And
there's so many things that I would not do just by myself, like a sunrise shoot,
I was just gonna say
which
that.
I also sunk my FPV drone, so equally bad.
I sunk the one wheel, so we're even now.
You guys missed that. You gotta go back and watch the last video. Too funny. It's actually funny, before I started my channel, I was looking for other people to partner up with and like be the camera guy, and then they would be the face of the channel. I just couldn't find anybody. So I'm always curious, like, for my brother now, is that my dream job actually, to be working for somebody else?
We can switch after the year if you want.
Should we do like a swap? I'll come work for you.
2022, he's moved to Finland, he's working for my channel. That'd be nice actually for you.
Kind of interesting.
Maybe just retired.
Just a quick little like sabbatical year.
Every morning, how can I help you today, Teppo?
Teppo, I wouldn't do that. We got one wheels in the water every day.
For real, you should take a sabbatical. I'll take you on any day. The pay might not be as high, but there's a great learning opportunity here for you. I think you should really seize this moment.
So there you have it. Apparently that's what it's like working for a YouTuber, which, at least if my brother's not lying, which I don't think he is, sounds pretty decent. Not bad at all.
I like it. I'm not complaining.
So if my theory is correct, there's gonna be a ton of YouTubers, content creators, TikTokers, Instagrammers that are gonna be hiring people to help them with their individual brands. I think the people that work for ad agencies, and there's a ton of different areas, whether you're an editor or a writer, there's people that just come up with creative ideas. That's all they do, is just come up with creative ideas. I think a lot of those people will be sucked into this world of content creation. So if you want to be a YouTuber, but maybe for some reason it's not working out, you could still work for a YouTuber. I think there's going to be a lot of opportunity there. Let me give you some tips on what I would look for what I would want, these invaluable skills to us content creators right now. This is what I would tell you. First, do a massive deep dive into YouTube. Just watch everything and anything, from the Logan Pauls to the Peter McKinnons to the Casey Neistats to anybody and everybody, Becky and Chris, Graham Stephan, Sarah Dici, all these different people, and really pay attention to what they're doing. Everything from how they edit things, how they tell stories, how they present themselves, how they speak on camera, how they seem really natural on camera. There's all of these things that those people are doing. deep dive into YouTube. First, you gotta learn this whole world, because a good photo isn't necessarily a good thumbnail, or a really good editor isn't necessarily a good YouTube editor. They're very different things. For example, a photo that I think is really nice for Instagram is edited and put together completely differently than I would do a thumbnail, which really needs to grab attention from people and not necessarily just look nice. In the same way, a really beautifully shot, beautiful video might not do that well on YouTube because there's no personality to it, there's no storytelling, it's just not YouTube. If you're into editing, learn how to edit the YouTube way. There's things that happen in YouTube, for example, smash cuts, that are completely okay, whereas if you're doing a corporate video, they'd be like, don't do that, I don't like that. So there's things that you can do and should do on YouTube versus the other stuff. It's totally different. So you gotta learn how YouTube works in terms of editing. Plus, you gotta be really fast. Like really, really, really fast, right, Teppo?
You gotta be really fast.
Like really fast at editing. Every minute counts in YouTube world. Learn how to put together and edit thumbnails. If I could hire, I put it on Twitter, I am legit looking for somebody that can help with thumbnails. Just that, because there's so many thumbnails that I'm having to make now or look after with podcasts and my channel. I need help with graphic design, so learn how to edit thumbnails, because that, again, just because it looks nice doesn't mean it's gonna work well for a YouTube thumbnail. You gotta know this stuff. Same with filming. You're not gonna be able to run and go around with a crazy big camera like this all the time for YouTube. You gotta learn how to use these smaller cameras and get the most out of them, and learn to be really fast, you know? Fast at setting up lights, moving out around things, and finding the good stuff. Because again, YouTube land is usually go, go, go. There's not much time to just be like, hey, what should we do now? Producer manager, this is an invaluable skill. I think it's one of those skills that no matter where you go, whether it's in YouTube land or the ad agency or working for Microsoft, I don't know why I said Microsoft, working for pretty much any company, producing skills are so important. So yeah, you could literally be just coming up with ideas for YouTubers and just making them happen, booking Airbnbs and flights and going on these trips with YouTubers. That will be a job, that is a job. Tyler basically does that for me right now, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And lastly, I would say pretty much with any job, learn to take initiative, but especially in YouTube land. I don't want to hire somebody who's just going to be sitting around waiting for me to always kind of like come up with work for them, because there's always work to be done. Figure out what you could be doing that helps me as your boss. Still sounds really weird saying boss. Yeah, I think that's the advice I would give you if you're planning on or wanting to work for a YouTuber. You gotta get really good at something. You gotta have some skills to offer. Don't just beg for a job. Make someone want to hire you really badly. Because I'm looking forward to hopefully hiring some of you guys in the future. And just so we're clear, I love my job. I love being a YouTuber content creator, but it's not all just this kind of stuff. We're also working crazy hard, and there are all these weird pressures for some reason, and sometimes I just kind of wish I was like my brother and somebody just told me what to do and I would just do that. But at the same time, I do really like what I do, so unfortunately I don't think I'm gonna be working for his channel anytime soon. But that was interesting hearing from my brother that
come on,
it's pretty good. Maybe someday, who knows? All right, see you guys. Have a good rest of your week. I'm just gonna be, this is all I do, just... Are you as dizzy as I am? Oh my gosh.